Listen and practice.
Jack was very excited because he was going on his first flight from his local airport. It was his first airplane trip with his family. They arrived at the airport with their tickets and passports in hand, ready for their adventure. Jack's baggage was filled with clothes and toys for his vacation. At the airport, they went to the check-in counter to get their boarding passes. The friendly airline staff helped them with their luggage, which included their carry-on bags and checked baggage. They handed over their luggage for check-in, ensuring their bags were tagged with baggage tags to reach the right destination. Jack was excited to see his suitcase move down the baggage reclaim carousel when they arrived at their destination. After checking in, they headed to the security check, where they had to put their bags through an X-ray machine and walk through a metal detector. Jack felt a little nervous, but remembered that it was all part of the safety process. It was an important step to ensure everyone's safety. Once they cleared security, they made their way to the departure area, navigating through the duty-free shops and cafes. There, they found their gate and waited for their flight to be called, watching at the departure board to check their flight's status. Jack was excited to board the airplane. He loved looking out the big windows and seeing the airplanes on the runway taking off and landing. It was like a big playground for airplanes. When it was time to board, they listened to the announcement over the loudspeaker. The voice told them to go to Gate 7. Jack and his family followed the signs to the gate and showed their boarding passes to the airline staff and walked down the jet bridge, which connected the airport terminal to the airplane. Inside, Jack and his family found their seats and fastened their seatbelt. Jack had a window seat, which he thought was the best because he could look outside. The cabin crew welcomed them on board and explained the safety procedures. The pilot and co-pilot were in the cockpit, preparing for the flight. As the airplane taxied on the runway and took off, Jack felt a bit of turbulence. He held on to his tray table and remembered what the flight attendant had told him about keeping his seat back upright. During the flight, Jack enjoyed the in-flight entertainment. He watched cartoons and played games on the screen in front of his seat. When it was time to eat, the meal service brought delicious food and drinks. The flight attendants took great care of the passengers, making the journey comfortable and enjoyable. When they finally landed at their destination, Jack and his family made their way to the arrival area. They collected their baggage at the baggage reclaim. Jack was relieved to see his suitcase on the conveyor belt. They had successfully completed their first flight and went to meet their relatives who were waiting for them.
Quiz time.
1. What did Jack need to board the airplane? A. A ticket and a passport. B. A ticket and a driver's license. C. A library card. Two. Where did Jack and his family go to get their boarding passes? A. The baggage reclaim. B. The check-in counter. C. The departure gate. 3. What did Jack watch as his carry-on bag went through at the airport? A. A washing machine. B. A metal detector. C. A magic show. Four. Why did Jack think the window seat was the best? A. Because he could look outside. B. Because it was closer to the restroom. C. Because it had the best view of the cabin crew. Five. What area of the airport has a big window where Jack watched the airplanes? A. The baggage reclaim. B. The departure area. C. The parking lot.
Listen and repeat.
Boarding pass. Boarding pass. A document that allows a passenger to board a specific flight. Baggage. Baggage. The luggage or suitcases a passenger brings on a flight. Carry-on bag. Carry-on bag. A small bag or suitcase that passengers are allowed to bring into the cabin. Checked baggage. Checked baggage. Luggage that is stored in the cargo hold of the airplane. Check-in counter. Check-in counter. The area at the airport where passengers register for their flight and drop off their baggage. Security check. Security check. The process of screening passengers and their belongings for prohibited items before entering the secure area. Arrivals. Arrivals. The area of the airport where passengers arriving on flights exit and meet others. Departures. Departures. The area of the airport where passengers check in, pass through security, and board their flights. Baggage reclaim. Baggage reclaim. A location where passengers retrieve their checked baggage upon arrival. Runway. Runway. A long, flat strip of ground at the airport for takeoffs and landings. Air traffic control. Air traffic control. The personnel and equipment responsible for managing aircraft movements at an airport. Delay. Delay. A situation where a flight departs or arrives later than scheduled. Announcement. Announcement. A message or notification made over the airport's public address system. Connecting flight. Connecting flight. A flight that allows passengers to change planes to reach their final destination. Layover. Layover. A break between connecting flights where passengers wait at an airport. Turbulence. Turbulence. Sudden, irregular movements experienced during a flight due to changes in air currents. Cockpit. Cockpit. The area at the front of an aircraft where the pilot and co-pilot sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew. The flight attendants responsible for passenger safety and comfort during a flight. Meal service. Meal service. Food and drinks provided to passengers during the flight. Flight attendant. Flight attendant. A cabin crew member responsible for passenger service and safety. Overhead, compartment. Overhead, compartment. Storage space above passengers' seats for carry-on baggage. Jet bridge. Jet bridge. An enclosed, movable bridge used to connect the terminal to the aircraft for boarding and disembarking. Window seat. Window seat. A seat next to the airplane's window. Aisle seat. Aisle seat. A seat next to the aisle in the cabin. Seat back. Seat back. The back of the seat in front of passengers, often equipped with a tray table and entertainment. Window shade. Window shade. The adjustable cover for the airplane window.